Welcome to another edition of the Stocks is Talking podcast with Ibn Getz.
Yo, what
What's
up,
going
man?
on? I'm chilling. What's up, man?
I'm about to get in the trade at 9:30. That's what's going on. So I'm here, but I'm on this phone ready to hit the button.
All right,
And
cool.
I'm gonna explain what's going on, but I'm about to try a strategy. We gonna see if I can even get in on this joint right at 9:30 at this price. I don't think I am because I think the price is gonna skyrocket as soon as the market opens. And oh shit, we got the bell. Yeah, we got the bell going, guts. I like
Yeah.
that.
We always got a little something going on.
Oh damn, hold on. So yeah, this joint. So whoa, why is the spread so crazy, son? Nah, Chief. I'm not doing it yet.
So, what stock are we looking at?
We're looking at Reta or Rita Pharmaceuticals. The symbol RETA.
All right. Let's pull that up here. So, what's going on with this one today?
So what's going on with them? Well, one, let me tell you how I found it. I did my went on the bar chart, went on to stocks, and I'm gonna run through this in a second and actually do it for y'all. But I'm trying to get on this trade. But I went on to the gap down list to see what stocks were kind of gapping down this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Reddit was one that kind of showed up. So I clicked on the news. What was going on with it? Had to do a little digging, but found out that they're this pharmaceutical company that recently the FDA rejected some study, something they were doing. The FDA rejected it like this morning or last night.
Okay.
That's a major catalyst to the downside, obviously.
Right.
So yeah, I'm about ready to make a play on it. I want to try a strategy of when you have a gap down early in the morning, you might be able to get in and ride it down for a few minutes because the momentum to the downside is momentum you can ride for a minute, especially something like this where the FDA rejected one of their studies or something. That's not a light catalyst. That's major.
Right.
Pharmaceutical companies getting approved by the FDA is everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get rejected by the FDA, that's everything to the downside. So
Right.
okay, here we go. Now this bitch is evening out because I'm about to get in. Let's see. Because that spread at first was ridiculous. Even right now, the spread is kind of crazy. The ask is $5.80, the bid is $4.
Yeah, that's why.
That's a
That
crazy
is.
spread.
Yeah,
So I'm trying
that's.
to let this joint let me see what it's gonna do. And let me even see if I go into another strike. Oh, so this strike looks a little better. Let me see something. I need to do a little digging real quick, cuz.
All right. Well, in the meantime,
Yeah.
so I got that up on the screen. I'm also watching on my other screen. I'm watching the Spy.
Okay.
Well, sideways
Oh
actually.
shit. Hold up, cuz. I'm about to get out of another play. You know I was in on Apple. Fuck
Yes.
everything. Apple is running right now. Let me get out of this. Yeah, I'm about to go on and get out. Take my little $81.
Oh yeah, 176.34.
Yeah, she's running right now. So I'm about to get out.
All right. Yeah, let's blow this up. Everybody can see it.
First, let me see how much I paid for it. I paid 1085. All right. Hold on. I'm about to make a. Let me get out this fucking Apple. I only bought one contract, but I spent like a stack on it.
Okay.
And now I'm about to get out that bitch. Now, one thing I am gonna do to kind of ensure I don't remember yesterday I was so tight on the anchor on the pod we actually did the audio joint. I got out of the Apple Play, but I was a little tight because it kept running.
Right.
Hold on. So I got a strategy. So what I've done, I have my order ready to go to get out of the stock, but I'm gonna keep refreshing my screen while I'm ready to hit the joint, just to kind of monitor it to see which way it's going. Is it gonna keep bouncing up or bouncing down? And that if it keeps bouncing up, I don't have to hit the button yet.
Right.
Once I see that shit drop down like 10, 20 cents, then it's like, all right, let me get out. But right now it keeps running. As I'm refreshing, that bitch is running, so I'm not getting out yet. This is me kind of protecting myself from feeling sick like I did yesterday. And right now, dog, I've got the order ready to go. It's jumped up.
It's dropping now.
Yeah, now it's dropping. I might be ready to get out this bitch. See, now it's going. I've got a number in mind. If it goes to like 176.10, then I'm gonna just get out and take my profit.
Okay. Yes, it's playing, but you're way above the SMA, the moving averages. So you got to be careful with that, because I mean, this could set up a bull flag, so it could start heading down. You know, it may come back up later, but this may head down for a little bit. So
yeah,
always gotta be aware of what you're looking at.
Yeah,
You know. So
I'm watching her. So I'm not out yet. You know, right now it's kind of hovering at this 176.34. 33, yeah. Like I said, if she drops to like 176.10, I feel like she's now swinging in the wrong way, and let me just get out and take the profit.
right.
Oh, I'm out. 176.02, like I'm gone. Like, all right, I'm not playing with that. So
Right.
I just got out. Okay, let's see. So I got in on that at 10.85, got out at 11.75.
Not
It's like
bad.
$90.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, no, I'll take it.
So
Win is a win.
Right.
Now let me go back to my play I was looking at on this Retta.
So you said, what was the ticker on it?
RETA. And honestly, now I'm looking at it, the joint is moving up. So I don't think this is any longer a play that I want to mess with, to be honest. Let me see. Oh, but I do see that spread has chilled out though. The spread is good. Let me see. Because that was bad news, cuz like there's nothing good about now, but it's dropped $20
Right.
from yesterday. See, now the spread is a little more feasible.
What does this? RTA. Let's see.
Let's see what the delta is on this one. Fine. Delta is okay, 56. So there's a nice delta on it. I'm considering making the play still. Yeah. See, now the spread has gotten crazier. Come on, G. Now the bid's 235, the ask is 380. I don't like that.
Yeah, you might want to leave that one alone.
Yeah. That spread's unreasonable. Damn, Apple's running right now too, but whatever. I'm out of it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Retta alone. I don't know about that. So what I do like gets, I'm kind of getting back to the swing of my shit, you know?
Right.
That's three, I've hit 3 successful trades in the last 3 days. Like my last 3 trades have been hitting. And like I said, I want to get back to, like I said, that trade I just got out of with Apple, that was a swing trade. That's kind of my sweet spot. Um as I'm looking at it, I probably should have stayed in on Apple. Cause yeah, she's just having such big swings, yo. I really think this is just something we can keep. I'm gonna keep playing the momentum on. So I'm thinking by honestly, I might get back in on Apple again later today.
Yeah, definitely something to watch. Especially if this plays out. This bull flag plays out. I mean, and it can even be played the other way because if this flag's gonna set up, you can play it down.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing is, it'd be more of a scalp because you want to sell it before it gets down here around this the moving average.
Yeah,
And then there might be a play there, or it could keep pulling down.
true.
Let me see one thing. I'm gonna put the bands on this real quick just to take a look at it.
Yeah, she pulling back now. And it's crazy because I was looking at this thing in pre-market, and it was earlier today at like 6, 7 o'clock this morning. It was down to like 174 and some change.
Okay.
And I was looking, I was like, all right, well, what's going on? Is there something in the overall market? And something happened with something over in England. Let me see.
I know there's Evergrande over in China.
Here we
They
go.
had
Oh, that
that.
okay, China.
Yeah, they officially defaulted on their loans. That's been a big thing going on for a while, but it's official now. They defaulted.
And I
So
think that's what was mainly weighing on the market because that was
yeah,
the only negative news I saw. So that's why I wasn't worried about Apple, even when I saw it dropping $1 and some change in pre-market this morning. Early on, I'm like, no, I'm not concerned about that because that's, Apple is still riding this wave of this great news that's been coming out.
right.
So that China shit, like, all right, cool, I get it, but I'm not gonna panic on Apple. And sure enough, as soon as the market opened, Apple took off.
Yeah, I mean, and even that. You see, the whole thing, like it would have if China starts having problems with their economy, then yeah, that affects Apple, right? Because they're big over there. So Apple, Tesla, companies like that, it would be an issue. But I know they were talking about that looks like that might start the next run up soon. They were talking about they already have made arrangements basically to restructure. You
Okay.
know, so if it's maybe the thing is now that they think that China got a handle on it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Before it could get out of hand. So, because even like I mean, the SPY as soon as the market opened, the SPY ran up.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like everything tanked on that Evergrande news, and everybody is kind of brushing it off now.
Yep,
You know,
pretty much. Hey, so real quick, Gets, I'm gonna share my screen because I want to walk people through. Even though we didn't make the play on Retta,
mm-hmm.
the pharmaceutical joint, I just want to kind of show people what my process was on that. So let me get this shit going right quick. All right, boom, we sharing. All right, so peep. So as you see, we on the main bar chart screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Damn, it's crazy. I just happened to see Nvidia up right here. I was looking at Nvidia, I think before the market closed yesterday, and they were down $7. And I was like, damn,
Really?
yeah, I was like, Nvidia could be a good play to jump in to ride up the next day.
Right.
And sure enough. Sure enough, that shit is up. All right, so boom, we here on the main bar chart screen. You just want to hover over or click on stocks. Once you click on stocks, all these different options are going to pop up. We're going to go down to performance leaders, gap up, and gap down. Gap up and gap down pretty much means what stock closed overnight and then jumped up considerably the next day or jumped down considerably the next day. It gapped up or gapped down.
Okay.
Jump up, jump down. So let's click on it. Now, you can always look at the gap ups. I looked at the gap down piece because the market was down. So it's like, all right, what's dropping down the most? You feel me?
Right.
So I went to gap down. Wait for that to populate. And then I want to make sure this is by pricing from largest to least. So that's obviously the least amount of gap down. That's not what we want. So I'm gonna click it again. Boom. So as we still see, red is the number one. Red is the number one on the gap down joint, and it's got million volume on it overall for the day. So that's what kind of piqued my interest.
Okay.
So then I clicked on. Actually, I didn't click on it here. I clicked on it. I went to Yahoo Finance. But let's see if there's any news on bar chart. Okay, let's see. Got all these advertisements. So here we go. And this was at 4:50 yesterday. Announces outcome of FDA advisory committee meeting of blah 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 treatment of patients with chronic blah 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 blah. And I think the so let's click on it. So, and here's the news right here, and here's why it's dropping. Right here. The committee voted no on the question of whether the provided evidence demonstrated that bardoxolone is effective in slowing the progression of CKD, chronic kidney disease, in patients with Alport syndrome, and that its benefits outweigh its risks. So that's major.
Right.
That's why it's dropping today. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So I'm gonna go on and stop sharing. But so then that leads me to, all right, what do the options look like? How much is a put on this thing right now? Is it, what's the volume and open interest on a put right now? What's the price action on it? And and I don't know if you still have it up on your joint, but as we saw, or as I mentioned, the bid and the ask and the last price, the spread was too crazy for me, and I didn't feel comfortable with it. And even now, red is kind of going up a little bit. Yeah, so I didn't make the play, and I'm not mad that I didn't make the play.
Right. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed that I didn't make this play on the SPY though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw it setting up for a call. Pull it up here because I got on my other screen. I got the 15-minute chart up, but then I while you was talking, I pulled up the 5-minute chart, and I saw this. I saw this setting up here. I saw it open up here, and I'm looking at this moving average here. Actually, this is yeah. So this is that's the 7, and yeah, and this what is this, the 180? Yeah, so I saw this setting up, and I was about to buy it as soon as it opened because I figured it was going to run up some. Now it's come back down now, so but that would have just been a little scalp because top band is right up here,
right?
So I just would have got the scalp and probably just been done with it, but I'm gonna keep watching. That just looked like a nice quick play.
True.
So
why didn't you get in on it? What happened?
I just didn't. I was listening to you talk, and I looked over, I seen it, and when I went to pick up my phone, I didn't even have everything set up yet. I didn't even realize it. So,
True.
so I was so busy getting everything else going, make sure it was good to go on the stream. I didn't have my joint set up, but I'm good to go now. So, if something pops up, then I'll jump in.
True.
But right now, besides that, tanking now. So let's see. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to touch that yet. Seems to be playing in this range. So that's on the 5. What's the 15 look like? Yeah, this is playing in a range. I'm all set. I don't want to touch it right now. Let me zoom out on this a little bit and see if we can see what's going on with the. Let's go to the. Pull up the 15. So we got. Looks like we got a level here. Something to keep an eye on. Oh, I can't hear you. You muted?
I was muted. My bad.
Okay.
I was saying it looks like it is bouncing off that level.
Yeah, so right now, and if you look at the bands, look how tight they are.
Which suggests what to you?
So right now, it looks like we might just have consolidation, but so I'm gonna be looking for a setup for it to break out.
Okay.
So that's gonna be what I'm looking for right now.
So let's say, for example, you saw that it was ready to break out. What strike price and what option, like what play would you be looking to make?
So right now, like I got the calls up right now just because I saw that move. So I would have been looking at either the 468 or 469. I definitely would have went with the 469 because that's one out of the money, and it's at the money, and it's 22,000 volume, almost 23,000 volume, and 16,000 open interest.
For what expiration date?
For the 10th. So what's that, tomorrow?
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would have done that. Got the scalp. It at the time it was like $1.50. So $1.50. So we're talking 150 a contract. So maybe I would have bought, I don't know, somewhere between like 30 and 50 contracts.
So let me ask you this, because I'm looking at the 468 strike for the 17th. What's that volume and open interest looking like?
You said the 468?
Yeah, for the 17th.
Volume's only 951. The open interest is 12,000
though. What about so that's interesting. I don't love that volume.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Now the 469 has
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, the 2,000 volume and 9,500 on the open interest. So that might be a better play.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, the 470 has 2,000 volume and 43,000 open interest. So
Really?
yeah,
470, huh?
yeah. So all right, let's zoom back in so everybody can see what's going on here. All right. So what are we on? A 15-minute right now. It's 9:54. Let's go look. Let's look at the 60-minute. Let's see what that's talking about. Uh, now that's interesting.
What's up?
I'm looking at this. I wonder if this is gonna pull. So where this is a so this would be a 9 o'clock candle because it's a 60-minute chart.
Okay.
It looks like this level here is stopping it. I wonder if we're about to start trending down.
That's what it's looking like. I'm looking at that red candle right there.
Yeah, this one here, and then the wick on that one. So
Yep.
we got about 4 minutes left to go. So we're gonna see how this plays out. Yeah, even on the 15, it looks like it's all setting up to drop.
So what are those puts looking like? You still got your thing up?
Yeah, I'm going to check that right now.
What's that 469 put for the 17th look like?
500 volume, 8,000 open interest.
Nah, that ain't it.
The 468 is 1,900 volume and almost 11,000 open interest.
Okay. For which one?
That was the 468. Yeah. And the 467's got 1,600 volume and 8,600 open interest. Yeah. So, but here we go. I like my low prices. I'm gonna go back to the 10th and look and see what's going on. Yeah, look at this: 30,000 volume, 21,000 open interest on a 468 put. That's the 467. 467, 14,000 volume, 12,000 open interest.
Let me see.
Yeah, I kind of like this for. Let's go to the 5 minute.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up on my options chain now.
Yeah, my only issue is this channel here that it's in. You know, so I worry about that. And it does have some support here. So it seems to be fighting this area right here. And we started off with this bullish candle here coming down. So definitely got to keep an eye on this one. All right, we got a minute and a half to go until all the candles will turn over.
Okay.
So let's see what it's looking like.
So what I'm about to do, cuz I'm about to do my unusual options activity. See what we see. And then I'm gonna report back to y'all. Let you know if there's anything in particular we might want to pull up. So for that Reddit move, I mean Reddit is going up now. Initially, when the market opened, it was down $22. It's down $19. So I'm glad I didn't jump in.
Yeah, and that's now if you got a good catalyst, that strategy will work lovely because you keep that momentum. The problem is when you have something where you have this gap down and then you have like a change in the sentiment for whatever reason. Maybe some other piece of news came out. They said, oh well, they only said no because somebody forgot to cross a T or dot an I or whatever, right? So we'll send the paperwork back and it'll be all set. So and then you'll see that the gap, instead of the gap down, instead of it continuing that direction, then you'll get a gap fill where it'll reverse and fill that in. So that's something you gotta always keep in mind too.
That's true. And it almost leads, because I feel like the lady market's always going to give you a play if you know how to use it. So even with that strategy, if something gapped down early in the morning, but now the sentiment is changing to your point, maybe you can ride that gap fill up as it's filling the gap.
That's another strategy. That's what people look for. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something to keep in mind.
We're dropping gems, Gets. God damn it. We need to start charging for this shit. We're dropping gems first thing in the morning.
All right. So we had this little, let me see if I can pull it up on here. I'm looking on my other screen, I'm looking at the 15, and I seen this little channel where it's consolidating.
Okay.
And I'm keeping an eye on it.
Yo, cuz, just to let you know, I got something.
Okay.
We got one. Let me look on Yahoo Finance and see what's going on. But I got one. Hold on. Why is this so much activity on it this morning? We might have one.
So we got this little channel here. So I'm actually watching this to see if this is going to keep consolidating or if we're going to break out to one side or the other.
Okay.
So actually, let me bring that over here. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep an eye on this. And what's the
Man, what is going on with this joint? People are expecting something. This is interesting. Look at that. For the $40 strike. Let's see if I go back a little bit farther. Let's go out to the 23rd. Nothing there. 31st. Nothing there. Let's go to January 2nd. Nothing there. For January 21st. That is crazy, son. Okay. The change percent. I'm not messing with it. Nope. So I got another additional thing that I'm doing with the options Gets.
Okay, what's going on?
Because with my thing, with options, I want quick returns on my investment. You feel me?
Right.
And we've talked about the delta, we've talked about the volume, we've talked about the open interest. We never talk about the change and the change percent of that option. But that's also a big key.
Right.
Like with Tesla, a lot of those big moves, you'll see the change on is like $7-8, which is 700, 800. Like the change is quick. Like it's a big chunk of the change. So I was sitting here looking at this company, that I found on the options list on bar chart, but the change was like 0.25, 0.30, 0.50. It's not really moving like that. So that you might be in it. The stock might jump for a little bit, but the option itself isn't changing drastically in price.
Mm.
If the option itself isn't changing drastically in price, then you might see that shit move up $10 and you make like 50, 60, $70. That ain't what you want. You want a company where if that shit jumps up $10, you're making a nice chunk.
Right, right.
So that change in the change percent is another big deal. And I'm actually gonna share my screen real quick just to show what it is that I'm talking about, like what that looks like. Um, so let's go here. All right. So you see this Devon Energy?
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get you set up on here. For some reason it's not sharing. All right, cool.
We good?
Yep.
So you see Devon Energy like got a lot of volume and open interest here, but the change like 0.30, 2.59, like that ain't really what you want.
Right.
It's not a huge change. Now, for example, let me just to further illustrate what I'm talking about. Let's go to Tesla, which I know their changes is a lot more drastic. I'm so glad I got out of Tesla yesterday too, Guz, because as we see that bitch drop $20.
Yeah.
I got out yesterday for like $168 profit when it was at 1,066. Got out that bitch. But so let's see. You see the change here? Look at these changes.
Okay.
413, 723, 920, 30, like, and this is all it says 723, that's 723. So it's
Right.
like these are big, huge changes. And look at the change percent. It's a big difference from what we were just looking at with DBN, with like the 0.30 and the 0.50 and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's really not where the big money's coming at with the options. So for that reason, I'm not gonna fuck with that Devon Energy one.
Okay.
Even with my Apple play, honestly, that play where I made like $90, I got in on Apple when that shit was at 75.02 or some shit yesterday, right before the market closed. I got out at 76 something. I don't think the change was huge because if it was one of these joints and that shit had jumped up that much, it would have been a bigger return. Let's actually look at Apple. I'm gonna go right back to that strike price I was in just to see what the change is. So I had a 17. So the expiration was 12/17. And then I was in the $165 strike. So look at the change. $1.25. That's not a huge change, And even look at the
Right.
volume. It's not a lot of volume on it. So that's why I got out. I made $90. But if this change was a lot bigger, I probably would have made a lot more money. And as you can see, all these joints, the change isn't that significant.
Right. So it looked like there's a lot of open interest. So it looked like there's a lot of people holding positions, but the positions ain't moving.
Exactly. Yep. Which is why I'm not mad that I got out, even though it kept running a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, as we see, there is not a lot of volume. The change isn't that great. So, So, yeah, man, just wanted to share that. And as we see now, Apple, okay, it was just down for a second. It was in the red. Up, see, look at her. So, yeah, up 174.98. Yeah, I'm not mad I got out when I got out. So yeah, just wanted to share that real quick. That change is big.
All right.
Stop sharing. We're giving y'all a lot of good free game out here on Trade With Me on Demand. You feel me? So make sure y'all are liking, subscribing, and all that. Share it with your friends. Let people
So,
know what we're doing. Look at you, Gets. Yo, you are the official EPEA, whatever they call it in the media world. You are directing the hell out of this thing. So we talk. Yes, sir. Click
so
that subscribe button, people. We gotta eat. Help us eat.
real talk. Me and my 6 kids.
Yo, you feel me? You feel me? Help gets his kids eat. People subscribe, share this shit. We
Yeah.
giving good game out here.
So, so I was watching this here.
Okay,
Um, volume seems a little better than yesterday. We're still not crazy though. But
you want to
we're
spy?
yeah, yeah. So I'm on a spy. I actually adjusted the lines a little bit. So we were in this consolidation,
Mm-hmm.
right? We had this, the big bullish candle here, and then we were consolidating. So I set these lines up,
Mm,
these trend lines for the consolidation, and we broke out right here. But as soon as we hit this resistance, we came right back down.
mm-hmm.
Um, but the one thing I like though, if it can get out of its own way, we'll see. But it looks like it's doing the same thing again. We're gonna like it may keep consolidating in this
Mm-hmm.
area in
Mm-hmm.
here, and then we may have a breakout. So I'm trying to figure out which. I think we may break out to the upside. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that one. What else we got going on today?
That was really, I mean, I was in the Apple play already. I got out, made that bread. I did my gap down, gap. You know what? Let's see. I'm gonna share my screen again, guys.
All right.
Let's see if there's any good gap ups. Let's see if there's any good gap ups to just study right quick. We don't necessarily got to jump in them, but I'm gonna share this bar chart screen. Let's go to gap up, gap down. Let's see what's gapped up this morning and why. Whoa, Restoration Hardware. Look at that gap up. Low volume though. Well,
Yeah.
I mean not low volume, but it ain't great volume.
Let's
But
see.
that gap up is crazy though. Let's what the hell's going on with Restoration Hardware?
Let's take a look at them.
Is this a play that we missed? What's the news on it? Ah,
They had earnings. Yeah.
earnings play.
Yeah. Yeah. Earnings 667 estimate, 703 actual. I'm gonna switch screens real quick. You can leave that up, but I just want to show this real quick.
Yep.
So we're gonna go over here. So they had earnings right after hours.
Mm-hmm.
So the estimate was, let's see if I can pull it up again. I just had it. 667 was the estimate per share. 703 was the actual.
Okay.
All right. So they had the earnings shot up, and they basically been sideways after hours.
Mm-hmm.
Momentum died down a little bit. Momentum came back when the market opened,
Mm.
and now it's starting to
Is
settle
this
back
like a
down.
bearish flag right here? Might be setting up.
Nah, that looks more like it looked almost like a pennant, but it didn't with a pennant you have more of that sideways action.
It actually pulled back.
Yeah, but it's pulling back. Usually you have the sideways action and then you'd go, um it would have been more sideways than that, but this looks like it just wants to keep going, possibly keep going down.
Mm.
Um I mean, either way, they end up the same way. Whether it's bear flag, whether it's a bearish pennant.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so see how that one plays out. I also wanted to take a look at Twitter because I just seen something about Twitter.
Yo, cuz, can you hear me?
Yeah,
I think my shit froze. I just see my face frozen and shit.
you're good.
Nah, I'm not good on my end. I
Uh
might be good on your end, but my whole shit is breaking down right now.
okay. We can hear you though.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can't. I can't do anything on my computer right now. Shit says not responding. The stream won't let me be great, Gets. They don't want us to be great.
Crazy. All right. Well, if you need to restart or something, then just let me know. So
I might need to because my whole shit is bugging right now.
All right, so you go do that, and I'm gonna keep looking on. We're gonna keep checking these charts, and then you jump back in.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
All right. So it will be back with us in a minute. In the meantime, we're gonna sit here, go over. Let's see. Let's go look at check Twitter. See what's going on with Twitter. Another one. Gap up. Playing in range right now. Bull flag here. Run up. Another bull flag. See if it completes. We're on a 5-minute chart right now, so. All right. So see how this one plays out. And then we got a couple other ones we can look at. Got some nice movement today. MP Materials and Build-A-Bear. Big movers. The SPY is still consolidating. Just waiting for it to break out to one side or the other. So, see if this flag plays out because it keeps looking like it wants to break down. Volume's low right now. On a 5-minute. Let's check out some of the other charts, see what it looks like. For 10-minute. We're steadily rising, but this is more. This is more of a pennant here, bullish, and we have the next run up. Now we're kind of sideways consolidating. Volume's dropping. Yeah, not really feeling that one. And he's back.
Yo.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I'm back.
All right.
They didn't want me to be great, but fuck them. We here. I gotta stop cursing so much, Gets. God damn it. We trying to, get sponsors and all that shit. Damn.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you do it with the how you make it through all the meetings and whatnot you have. Well,
I can turn it on and off. When I get to do this, I could be me 100%. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yes. So what we got? What we looking at?
So we're looking at Twitter, but
I was just about to mention Twitter. Yup.
Yeah, so I was looking at them because they had this nice move up today, but the momentum seems to be waning on this one. So we got a couple.
I love that word waning, Gets. I'm glad you used it.
Yeah.
It's a slept-on word. Love it. But yeah, Twitter's what's the catalyst for that thing though? Because I just saw it on something that showed that it was rising sharply.
Yeah, I seen it too, but I didn't see any kind of catalyst. I just seen that it was running. There's no earnings or nothing. So I don't know what's going on with Twitter.
Is this thing about to pull back?
That's
like
what I'm
major pullback.
that's what I'm wondering.
Really?
But
yeah.
So actually on the 5, what was it, the 5 minute? I think we were looking at the 5 and it was setting up, it looked like it was setting up a bull flag, but then it didn't complete. So I mean it still could. It doesn't look like it's gonna though.
That is gonna pull back?
No. I was saying it made these flags. See bull flag here. And it looked like it was setting up another one, and now waiting to see if it actually completes it, because it keeps looking like it wants to fail.
Right.
So that was something I was keeping an eye on. Oh, there's a spy finally breaking out. Oh, hold on, we gotta pull up the spy real quick.
Uh-oh.
See, I don't like this. Is just messy. We're trending up. I might have to. So that's the 5 minute. Let me go to the 15. I got the 15 up on my other screen, and it was consolidating, but keeps looking
it's
like
still in that range though.
Yeah, it's still in that range. So this is what I worry about is this range here. Because it's consolidating in that range, and then but it keeps looking like it wants to break out to the upside. So
we almost had that engulfing bearish pattern right there though. With that right after the big green one.
Right. So that's why I'm keeping an eye on it. And I'm not setting the play up yet just because it's not confirmed.
Okay.
Because it could still go either way.
Right.
So keep an eye on that. Let's check the. So we looked at the 5, we looked at the 15. Let's look at the 60 real quick, and then we can go back to looking at some other things. Yeah, that's just a mess. It's still. I mean, it does look like it wants to start trending up though. So something to keep an eye on there. Now what I was about to go to was MP Materials, which is actually it was something that I was invested in. I think it was something that I just liquidated actually when I liquidated a lot of my stocks the other day.
Okay.
Should have held it longer. So big move up today. Hit a high of 50. That could keep going. This candle closed at 46.86. This one opened at 46.95. So we opened higher. So that'd be nice if this just keeps going. Maybe makes 3 white soldiers or something like that. Maybe it won't. We'll see. There was one other one. Where was it? Where'd it go? Oh, Build-A-Bear. That's what it was. I always hear about. I've never invested in them. Have you?
No, sir.
Build-A-Bear was one that I always heard about, like during the whole pandemic thing. So they went to Build-A-Bear. You'd walk in the store and build a teddy bear and put a heart in it and all that. Yeah. So I guess they started doing online.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they started. Yeah. So during the pandemic, they didn't have to shut down. They just did online.
Word.
So that was a whole big thing. So they were booming last year. I never messed with them, but I'm looking at the chart, and it's crazy to see. Let's just look at that move there the other day, and then
Everything took off, and now it's consolidating.
yeah, consolidating. We got this move here today. It's still nothing crazy.
Yeah. It took off yesterday, though. Damn, what was going on?
So that was actually not yesterday. That was Wednesday. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what was that? Oh, this was last. That was last week when I
Okay.
had this.
What chart is this?
This is a 60-minute chart, but I got it on a 20-day 60-minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was last week. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Oh, dividend. Okay, they just paid a dividend today. All right. Oh, and last week they had earnings. Estimate was 17-cent loss, and they made a profit of 36 cents. That's why they. That's why they pulled.
That's a major catalyst.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That would have been a nice run up too to be a part of.
Wow. Okay.
Damn, well, we missed that one, cuz.
Yeah, we did. Let's see. Weekly jobless claims fall to 184,000, lowest level in more than 52 years. All right. Trying to see what else is going on.
I'm back to my unusual options activity. Just want to see if we could find a play to look at, study right quick.
Okay. The SPY looks like it is breaking down right now.
Yeah. Docusign is popping up on my list. That's interesting.
Yeah, they're moving up, down. What we got going on with them?
It looks like the call options are on the list.
Makes sense. They had that because they had that dive. What was that last? Was that last week or this week?
I think it was late. It was either late or early. It was either early last week or late the week prior.
Okay, because I remember they tanked.
They did. They dropped like over $100.
Yeah, that was crazy. So you would think the buyers would start moving back into that one?
I'm actually. Let me look at Docu. What's going on with them right now? They've had some big moves, man.
Docusign. Okay. Let's see. The SPY is tight, so I'm not worried about them right now. I'm gotta stay disciplined.
There you go.
So we got Docusign. Could be setting up a bull flag here.
I'm possibly seeing a play, man. Their high was 163 today. And the market itself is down. I love to see when a stock is bucking the trend of the market, especially when we have a bearish market and there's a stock running up. That is a great sign. That's a great sign. I'm about to look into Docu a little bit deeper with these options, yo. Let's see. Docu could be a play. And right now I'm in a space. So for me personally, I don't like to do the week. I don't like to get in on an option that's expiring that week. But even now, as we're at Thursday or Friday, I don't even want to go out to next Friday because at that point it's still like we're pretty much damn near at the end of this week. So anything I look at, I'm really gonna look at for the 23rd, 2 weeks from now. That's just me personally. Even though most likely I'd be out of the stock in a day or two, I just liked that comfort of a good week.
Right.
So I'm about to look at some docu options for the week of the 23rd. And I am seeing no volume or fucking open interest. So let me go out a bit farther. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, dog. I'm not seeing it. Nope.
Right.
Not piquing my interest, cuz.
All right. Well, the spy, I just saw something that I just had to take a look at.
Okay, what's up?
So I was looking because I keep it up on my second screen. So I was looking, I seen it start to drop. It broke out of that consolidation. So I saw the play. I should have took it earlier. Now I saw this move start to happen, and I should have just took it as soon as I seen it. What I was hoping though was that I saw it was about to be 10:30. I was thinking, let me wait, and maybe we can get a continuation down, which we may still do. Now that we've broken out of there,
right?
So I'll leave it on the second screen. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on that because I think it might be starting a downtrend.
Downtrend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely
I mean, this is a new support right here. Like if it breaks through this support, then yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I was hoping that this would just keep going down and the bands would pull down and it would just ride the band down. So I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on that one. And let's see, I'm good there. There's so much going on over here. Wires everywhere.
No doubt.
All right. So you said Docusign.
It's a no go for me, dog.
Okay.
Just no volume. No, it's just no volume. Except for there was some volume and open interest for next week. That's just not my, that's just not my speed.
Right.
I like to give myself an additional week.
Right. Yeah. If the SPY pulls back up, then I'm probably gonna pull the trigger on a put on that.
Now, we'll say with Docusign, which is interesting. Let me share my screen real quick, cuz let me just show you what I'm looking at. It goes back to something we talked about earlier today. So we see Docusign here, right? Peep the change on the options.
Yeah.
That's big numbers.
Yeah.
That's big fucking numbers. That piques my interest a little bit. Now, here's the thing. When you got the free version of bar chart, you're gonna get a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, you definitely do. Bar chart trying to get their money's worth what they paying or not.
But you see how I just kind of excited that joint. I tried not to even pay attention to it, but yes, that's what happens. So yeah, man, there is major change. That's exciting. I mean, look at this. And I think a lot of this is because remember it dropped so hard. Now people are coming back into it, and like the change and the change percent is drastic.
Right.
So what is it trading at right now? It's trading at 154. And actually, I think when I first pulled it up, it was 155. So yeah, where would I want to see? I would like to get in the money, to be honest. So I'd probably do like something like this or like this, but then there's no volume.
Right.
Until you get right here out the money. I don't want to be out the money. Even though it's something like this, because Docusign has dropped so far down, like the 52-week high was 323 or 3 and some change. It was just at 3 and some change a couple weeks ago until earnings came out and the bitch plummeted.
Right.
So
and the earnings weren't that bad.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. I'm going to close out, but I'm gonna keep my eye on that. But that change is major.
I'm still.
Oh, see, I'm not gonna lie, cuz, and I know I said I wasn't gonna do it. I might f around and swing trade Docu right before the market closes.
Okay.
I might mess around and swing it and get in on like that $160 strike because it was up to 163 today. But
Now,
now,
and before the drop, weren't they over 200?
yeah, hell yeah, they was well over 200. Let me jump on FinViz real quick. I want to see something. I love how we have so many, and this is so key. I want to talk to the people for a second, Gets. It's so, if you listen to us, we're going from bar chart to FinViz to this to that. When you have all these different tools and you're stable, it just makes for educated decisions.
Right.
You feel me? We got charts, we got fundamentals, we got technicals, we got just common sense. Like we're putting all of that into play when we're making these trades.
Yeah.
And as you see, I got out of a trade that I was in already from yesterday, but we haven't gotten in on a trade, but we've been on here since 9:30 doing work, waiting to see what that next play is. Yeah. And I might have found one in Docusign, I'm not gonna lie. Because I like that change and that change percent. That's huge.
Yeah, that was big. That was big.
That's huge.
And I like how much of a gap there is from where they were. Where they are now. If I was looking longer term right now, then that would have been something that I would have probably bought a leap on.
True.
Just because that drop was so huge.
True.
And the fundamentals didn't change.
Nope.
It's still a good company.
Yep.
They got the competition hasn't changed. Basically it's Docusign and Adobe, and there might be one other player in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I don't really understand why they tanked the way they did. I think it's just that season,
But look, cuz I got this chart up on FinViz. They were at 282, and then earnings came out and they plummeted. And back in September, they were at 306 in September.
Yeah. So that's when I feel like people. You got people taking profit. Plus the earnings it wasn't what people wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter that it was good.
Mm-hmm.
So you put all that together, and of course it's going to be an issue. Yeah. So I'm definitely if I was going a little longer out, then I would do something like that. Market is tanking. My bad. I got I got Trading View open over here. I got TOS open over here that I'm looking at.
Hell yeah! Let the people see. Can we see? Let's see all that shit. Is it possible?
Yeah. Well, the TOS you can see. That's the chart that you're watching over here.
Okay.
But this one here, this is actually just on my. I got another laptop sitting over here.
Okay.
Going. You know what I mean? So, so I could go between whatever and not disturb what we're doing.
Right.
So but yeah, I'm sitting here just watching, and I'm like kind of kicking myself like I should have took that trade earlier. I was waiting for a bounce.
Okay.
And it looked like it was starting, and then it just kept running down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, whatever. It's funny. I get more angry about the ones I miss than
the ones you hit on.
Than the ones I hit, or like there's no excitement when I make the play. It's the excitement, it's when I missed a play.
Nah, I got it.
Those are the ones I be feeling the way about. Like this one, I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, and you see it's just red, just straight down right now. And I mean, the prices I was looking at that I could have got in, it wasn't much. I could have got in, probably would cost me $2 to get in here. And I'm trying to remember where I was at. But I probably could have gotten for $2 and I'd probably be up $1 or so right now. Maybe more. But I'm thinking probably like $1. But you're talking $2, and if I went in and bought, what, 50 contracts? You know what I mean? And then if you're up $1, that's $100 a contract. 50 contracts, so what? You 5,000?
Yep.
Talking
easy.
And this is a 5-minute chart, so we're talking 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. But now my issue is it's sitting. See, on this chart here, on the 5-minute chart, see, it's starting to do what I was talking about. It's riding the band down.
Yep, that's exactly what you were talking about.
On the 15-minute chart, it's just now, it keeps touching the band. That's part of my hesitation, is that it was sitting right near the band, and I kept thinking, okay, maybe I get a little bounce, and that'll be an entry, and then I can ride it down.
Right.
Looking at the 15-minute, it still doesn't look like, it's not a whole lot of movement. We had that one big red candle, but it's not much right now. So that's why I waited.
Overall market is tanking. Apple's down. Everything is down right now.
Yeah.
But this is perfect. I like that it's down, because for my swing plays, I like to get in on shit when it's not running up.
Right. Yeah, I do still like this to keep heading down. And what time is it? We're at 10:41.
So now I wonder, there's a story that came out on Yahoo Finance. It's a video I'm looking at right now that came out an hour ago. The Omicron variant is 4 times more transmittable than the Delta COVID variant. I wonder if that's an impact on what the market's looking like right now.
I mean, that's been impacting the market for days, or weeks, but maybe the last week or so. But the thing is, they keep going back and forth. So it seems like they know that it's more transmissible, but it's how severe is it? And so far, it sounds like it's a common cold. So that seems to be the whole issue there. It's got my trade. My bad. I'm looking at this setup, and I might take it. So, but yeah. So until we get like a definite, I mean, they're already talking like it's gonna be all over the world. So it ain't, it is what it is. Right. Ain't gonna be much that could be done about that.
True.
So what time was it? 10:42. All right, I got 2 minutes. So depending on which way that goes, that's gonna decide which way the market's gonna go.
Yep.
But in the meantime, we still got, it's crazy that we going through all this. It's December, and you got people taking, they're taking their tax loss harvesting. They're taking gains. Hedge funds, are taking their gains so they can, say that they got, these crazy returns.
Yep.
You got all these things going on, and then you got to deal with the vid and the supply chain shortages, which a lot of them are man-made. It's because people don't know how to just chill the fuck out.
Yep.
So you got all this going on at once. It makes for a crazy market.
Facts. But you can still find plays within a crazy market.
A crazy market means more. It's more money.
Yep.
As long as you want the volatility.
Yep. Exactly.
volatility is gonna make all the difference in the type of money that you're making.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the market is just sideways, I mean, like you can scout.
Right.
Um, but if I know the market's just gonna be sideways, and that's time to just set up some investments or something.
Yep.
Go long on stuff. I wouldn't even if it's gonna be sideways. You don't want options because there's no volatility, so your premium's getting killed anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a time to just make investments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I mean, if you're making investments, if you buy 100 shares of whatever stocks you buy, so that way you could sell some contracts because it's sideways, so their premium's gonna die anyway.
Right.
So
Yep.
take their money and run.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I'm just looking. I'm over here plotting.
Yeah, I am too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If this place sets up, I'd be very happy because it's getting cheaper and cheaper right now.
So what are you looking at? Because I might jump in it with you.
I'm looking at the SPY. I'm still watching the SPY.
For
But
what play though? Like what exact play?
I'm looking at puts right now. I just want to make sure that this ain't gonna just reverse, because it's running back up right now. But
What strike price you looking at
I'm looking at the 468 right now.
for tomorrow?
Yeah.
So that's a legit in and out.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see. $468. Damn, G. The volume and open interest is crazy on that.
Yeah, I know.
Let me see what that delta is looking like for it.
Yeah, I didn't even look at that. What's the delta on it?
I'm about to let you know in 1 second. For the 468 put, we are looking at for the 468, we're looking at a 51.51 delta. Not bad. You got quiet. It sounded like you jumped in.
Not,
How you do?
yeah, I'm in it right now. I was going back and forth whether I was going to do it.
So you jumped in?
I'm in it now. Yeah. So let's see. That's it. See, now it's pushing up. I was waiting for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided to go for it. It's whatever.
Okay.
So we're gonna sit on it.
Let me see.
So we'll see.
Let me see something. Show all. $468.
All right. I'll be right back.
Right. All All right, people. Guess will be back in a second. So it look like Guess jumped in on his put. So hopefully that thing will pull back down for him. I'm still waiting. Haven't jumped in on anything yet. I'm strongly considering doing a swing trade on Docusign. Mainly because I'm seeing a lot of potential in it because of the major drop it had last week. And the fact that Docu hit 163 today. Now, right now, she's pulled back. She's back down to 153, but the overall market is down in general. So we got this next candle. We hope this next candle just creates a nice red candle that pulls it down for guests to be able to get out and profit. So we're gonna wait on that, see what happens. But yeah, Docu up, and here goes that red candle pulling down. There we go. Hope he's watching it. Oh yeah, she's pulling back. So yeah, hopefully Gets is peeping that. Oh shit, yeah, it's pulling back heavy. So maybe he can get some profit. Docusign. Oh yeah, she's pulling back. She pulling back, Gets.
Yeah, hopefully it stays that way.
Yes, sir.
So on the 15, it looked like it's setting up a bearish flag.
Okay.
Well, actually, it looked like it's hopefully it's going to complete it.
So at what point on this chart did you get in?
I was right in this area here. So
Okay.
let's see, just about where it's at now.
Okay. There we go. I was just explaining to the people that I'm really strongly considering a swing on Docusign.
Okay.
Before the market closes.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be one to look at.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with it. I hope it keeps pulling back because, like I said, that thing was at 163 today. Right. But I think just the overall market is tanking, so just naturally dragged it down with it. But the fact that it hit that 163 number is similar to what I was talking about on the pod yesterday with Apple. Apple had reached a new level where it went up to like 175, 90 something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then she pulled back, but I felt comfortable jumping in on a swing because it showed us new levels.
Right.
And what happened this morning? It showed us even higher levels.
Right.
So, I'm going to kind of use that same strategy with Docu, see what happens with it.
Yeah.
Unless Apple, and honestly, Apple could present something else to me. Because I also mentioned that I want to just keep riding Apple. And I think I mentioned I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Apple at 180 in the next couple of days. It pulled back again today, but it jumped up to new highs.
Right.
You get up damn near to 177. So the hope is to kind of just ride that thing till the fizzle runs out. And I don't think Apple's fizzle was done yet.
So this is pushing up.
Yeah, it's pushing up, but it still has that level right there of resistance.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching.
Yeah.
So see if it's gonna hold or if it's gonna break it. I should have just took it earlier.
You want in profit?
Nah.
Okay.
No, I'm saying earlier when I first seen the play, I should have took it. Because this because even if I see, the issue is now I'm gonna have to sit through this, this little push up and then for it to come back down,
right?
Which I don't love.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep an eye on this.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think what else is going on today, man. Like,
I think we've touched on a few things. To be honest, I think we've been on here since 9:30.
Yeah,
I think we touched on quite a bit in terms of just ways to play the market. We talked about not only the gap up, gap down strategy, but we introduced a new strategy, which was play the gap fill strategy,
Right.
where if something gaps down or gaps up overnight, but now the sentiments changed a little bit during the day, and it's gonna now fill that gap. There's a play to be had right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's so many different. That's why I love the market, because there's so many different opportunities. No matter what the market shows you, there's an opportunity there if you know how to spot it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I think we're doing a good job of giving that good shit to the people to help them be smart money investors. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, y'all
Yep.
distracted me though.
What you mean? Don't put that on us. Nah, cuz that ain't on us. No, sir. No, sir. When you
Yeah,
start to
I
play,
gotta
jump in.
Yeah, you know what? I'm doing so much back and forth. I gotta just press the button
Hell yeah.
but I'm just doing too much. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely gonna be keeping a closer eye on things in the mornings.
Yeah, man. When that Apple shit happened, I was literally in the middle of talking about one stock and said, fuck all that. Hold on, Apple's moving. Let me get this together and figure this out, and I'll be back. I'll talk
Yeah.
y'all through what I'm doing. This is important right now. So, yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Hold on,
Hey,
yeah. He said, hold on, let me get this bag real quick.
yeah, let me get to the bag first, and I will talk you all through it afterwards.
Yeah.
So
Real
that's all.
talk.
Yeah, I don't mind, cuz if you gotta just lock in while we on, I'll take the reins and talk to the people while you handle your business.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. So that's why we here.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'm seeing this joint is still not pushing through that level of resistance right there.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just keeping an eye on the levels right now.
Mm-hmm. Now let me ask you this: at what is your exit strategy in terms of cutting a loss on this particular one?
So right now, if it pushes through, I'm probably just gonna sell.
Okay.
Which is getting close. So I might just end up just selling the joint. Yeah, there it goes right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna see if it looks like it's gonna keep going, then I'll just sell it.
Right.
But if I think like now, I seen it push through and then hit that resistance and pull back down.
Right. See, like that wick is what we want. We want the
Right.
wick. Yeah, that's what we want to see.
Yeah. So what I'd like to see right now is 1057. I'd like to see it going down and setting up for the next candle.
And that's what it's doing.
To push lower. So, but we got a couple minutes. So
we on the 5 minute?
I'm on a 5 minute over here and I got a 15 on the other side.
Okay.
On the other screen.
Okay.
You know. So
yo, cause I don't know what I'm doing with this shit right here, but you know. The people like it, yo. So I'm gonna keep it going. I don't know, man. It's that COVID shit. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, that next candle, we would love to. I feel like this is the longest 3 minutes. It's been 10:57 for the last 2
minutes. This is why I scalp.
Right.
I don't have the energy for this. You know?
And this is why I swing at 355. I'm in. I don't gotta look at no fluctuation. And I wanted to do what it's gonna do for me first thing in the morning, like we saw with Apple. 9:35, I'm exiting.
Man, I'm like, let me make my little 1 minute trades.
Yeah.
And be done. I hate sitting in trades.
Yeah.
I like to make the trade real quick. See, I don't like this, right? Let's see. So we got.
Let's see.
There's this. We got this.
So that's a new level right there.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. So there's this here that I don't.
What is this we doing? Okay.
So see that how it's like this consolidation, but it's pushing higher. So that I worry about.
Okay.
Because we basically got like a pennant here with a big green sideways action. Now we got the green again. We got 20 seconds left. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I may have to just dump this.
The hope is that this next candle will open up below that new level of support that you just put in there.
Right, but the way it's pushing up.
Okay, so it opened up below the previous support or resistance. See, now she's pushing through it. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, let's see though, because it's got a lot of support right here.
There we go. And at this point, do you feel like you should even sell it now to cut your losses at more of a minimum, or are you gonna wait for profit?
Well, now see, my only thing is if it can break that. Like I'm looking at the 60, it still looks good.
Okay.
And the 15-minute looked good.
Okay.
So that's the only reason I'm still in it. Because otherwise, I would sell now and take a little loss. It's only this 5 that's questionable.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Let's turn green.
Yeah, so.
Hold on 1 second. My laptop about to die. Looks like she pushed through that other resistance a little bit and came back down.
Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm going over the other charts to see, looking for like all the scenarios.
Okay.
How this plays out.
Yeah.
The problem is where it's sitting, it's starting to get some support. So no, still.
Okay. Nice red candle we forming right here.
Yeah, still. What time is it? 11:03. It's a minute and a half to go on this candle. I wanted to push down through here though.
Okay.
Through the support, and it's not staying down there. Got about a minute.
7 degrees. Here we go, cuz that's what we want to see.
Got about a minute left though.
Hopefully that next joint will be open up even lower.
Oh, what did I just? I'm pressing buttons. Oh my god.
The anticipation is building on this thing. Look at that red candle, baby.
All right. Let's go. Let's go.
So, come on, 1105. Show yourself. Shit.
You're making me go through it right now.
This is the beauty of the game, man.
Yo, why do we enjoy this again?
Oh yeah, she opened up much lower.
Right.
Now the hope is this green will turn to red real quick, and she'll just kind of pull back and give you a nice pullback. Ooh.
Of course, wants to make me go through it.
Yeah. But now it's under that other support, which has now become a resistance. So we'll see.
What are we on here? I got the 1 hour.
Let me check on Docusign. I'm not. You focus on this. I'm gonna look at something else real quick. See what Docusign's doing. Oh boy, Docusign down to 152.
Damn.
151. Yeah, fam. I'm gonna go into that joint. I'm gonna get a 160 strike for next fucking Friday.
You doing it now, or you gonna wait?
No. I'm gonna swing this joint. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I mean, 3:45.
Okay.
I don't want to experience this pain you're going through right now, because I do not envy you. And I've gone through it enough myself where it's like, nah, I know what I like to do. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I definitely got to go back to scalping.
Okay.
Because I can't. I hate sitting in trades.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's funny. The last 2 days is the first time. This is the first time I've sat in trades, and I don't know how long.
So what do you attribute it to? Because I know you said really earlier you saw the play, but didn't hit the button. So is it that you just kind of jumped in on it too late, or the wrong? Like, what was it?
Yeah, the timing was definitely off. I should have as soon as I seen it, I should have just jumped in it earlier and just took a scalp. But then I saw a setup. Well, I thought I saw a setup, and I took it. But I probably should have just called this one a wash until I saw like a fresh, like a fresh setup for me to jump into. Just because of the chance of it being a reversal.
Right.
You know what I mean? So even if I had waited a little longer, let it get up into this area here, see if it was gonna do that, and then I could play the rejection.
Right.
That we're watching now, but there's still the chance that it just continues up on a reversal. So that's the issue there.
I honestly think before this day is out, you're going to see that thing pull back considerably. Because I'm looking at the last few candles, they all have that wick up top, and then it pulls back. So it's like the buyers want to do something, but the sellers, that price action, the sellers keep winning. And I think eventually the sellers might take over.
Yeah, hopefully. But that's on a 5. If you look at some of the other candles, it doesn't look as good. Yeah. It looks see that it still looks like the setup is there. But if some volume comes in, it could push this up.
Okay.
So yeah, so just got to keep an eye on it.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, there's it's crazy because I'll sit and I'll, as we're talking, so sometimes I glance and I'll see a play, and it's a play that me personally, I should be taking because it's scalp.
Yep.
And I'm not taking it because I'm just doing this whole back and forth, looking and talking and everything else. And that's what I got to get used to too.
Mm-hmm.
When I see them, I need to just go and deal with that.
Yeah. See it, jump in, and then once you've done what you got to do for you, explain to the people what just happened.
Right.
But like, don't let us or the audience interfere with getting that bag. You see it, jump on it. Especially if I'm on too. I know a lot of times this week I haven't been on with you, but if I'm on too, like, yeah, do your thing and let me take over for the talking.
Yeah. So we're sitting this one. It's basically consolidating now.
Mm-hmm.
But now, see, we're playing up in that channel. So I'm probably gonna just let this go.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're hanging around in there too much.
Prime for a breakout, maybe.
What is all right now?
But then I see that wick where it's like, okay, yeah, them.
Yeah, I see the setup, and it's like I could sit on it.
And now she pulling back.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to sit in this no more.
Okay. She pulling. You got out already?
Yeah, yeah. I'm out of it. I don't want to. I'm not trying to sit in this.
Okay.
Yeah, this is messy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, man. I don't do messy.
True.
I'm trying to.
But that's a good part of trading is understanding what you're willing to tolerate and not tolerate.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely wasn't feeling sitting through this.
Mm-hmm.
Especially once you get up in here. Because this is the weeds. I always talk about it. The weeds. I don't
Yeah,
like
we
the
don't want to
weeds.
trade the weeds. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had this run down here, and then the problem is, I played this like it was gonna be basically like a bear flag. It'd come up, and then it was gonna come back down.
Right.
But once it got up in here, that held it up.
Right. Okay.
So now we're just playing in that area. We're consolidating, and even though looking at these different charts, I'm like seeing it's gonna come back down. I didn't like it anymore. It wasn't clear. So I said I'd rather just get rid of it, and play another day because I'm just not feeling this here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And let me see, pull up the. I think is this a 15 I'm on? I think it's a 15. So like looking at this here, right? This still looks like a bear flag setup.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's gonna pull back down here.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't like that it keeps pulling back up
Right.
and playing in this area where the supports are, So I'd rather not deal with that.
Yeah.
Now the proper way would have been, all right, we picked this out, right? I put the lines on this that it was consolidating, and we was waiting for it to break out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Once it broke out of that, see, and now the only issue with this is scalping it, you could still hit it, but the issue with this is you're waiting for it to break out of this, and when it broke out to the upside here,
then
you could have thought that was the breakout,
right?
And you could have got faked out there. But you got all this resistance up here, so that definitely should have been kept in mind. So it broke out to the downside. As soon as it started this breakout, we could have jumped in this, rolled that down some, and just cashed that out. Once it hit this area support here, well, then it reversed,
right?
Which is kind of to be expected. And then we have this area here when it started going up,
right?
So once we see this, all right, cool, it's on reverse. Then you have to. I would assume you're gonna go up until you get up into this area here, where you have some resistance.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Right up in here,
Right there. Yep.
and then you can push back down. Or you can break out from it. But I didn't like sitting in that.
Right.
That was too uncomfortable. You know what? And that's me. I make really quick plays, and I have to stick to that.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in these trades, like this looks like it's gonna go down.
Hmm.
But this is a 15. This could go down quick, or this could be going on for another hour.
Right. Right. Right.
That would ruin my day.
Word.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so something to keep in mind.
Absolutely. And I love that even after you got off the trade and cut the loss, you were able to sit and analyze what happened and kind of
You
what
have to.
the mindset was, so that we're not taking these again. I'm not gonna say you took a loss. You paid a little tuition off that play, but you got some good education in return.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, it's getting that rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like I said, this is something different. Normally, I've been catching these in the volume and everything is shit now. So also keep that in mind too, because things may not go your way just because of volume.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm used to sitting down for the 5 minutes that I have and picking out a play and scalping it real quick.
Yep.
And now, one thing I noticed, I told myself not to do it either, was I've been looking at these plays that are like bigger plays, longer plays, but I don't trade that way.
Right.
So, so I have issues, and then on top of it, like I said, we sitting here, we conversating. I'm jumping between screens, So it's a lot of things that I gotta just change the way I'm doing. I gotta trade the way that I trade.
Absolutely.
And I haven't been doing that for a couple of days, so I'll correct that. That's not a big deal.
Yep.
But yeah, we did that. I don't know if we got anything else going on.
Nah, because I think they got enough from us for the day, man.
Yeah, it's been a good one.
Yeah, we've definitely done a lot of strategizing. We got out of plays. We got in and out of plays. We can see your joint. I mean, this thing is moving down now. So
yeah,
it's not to say which. I mean, yeah, now it's pulling all the way down.
Yeah.
So.
And if I was, and that's the thing. If it's just you got to be comfortable with your trade.
Yep.
I'm not mad at that because I seen it, and it was like, all right, I could sit in this, but I need to be able to, I wasn't
Can you
comfortable.
Go back to the 5-minute chart. I just want to see what it looks like on that chart right now.
Yeah, and on the 5, that like I said, the 5 was the only one that was questionable.
Okay.
On the 15 and the 60, I actually liked it. But then it started getting into those weeds.
Yep.
So once it gets into that, then it's like, all right, let me just go ahead and just be done with this.
Yep.
Instead of it being a questionable trade for the next hour.
Mm-hmm.
Especially a questionable trade that expires tomorrow. So your theta decay is crazy.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah, because even as it pulled up so much, even if it gets back to where you got it and a little bit lower, now you need to go that much more lower to actually get in profit. Yeah.
Right. Yep. So that's another issue. I'm like, if you're gonna trade like that, then you got to go out longer. Going with the expiration like the next day, same day, that type of thing, which is risky as hell. I know that, but
in and out.
Yeah, it's got to be in and out. Got to be in and out trades.
Yep.
So something for everybody. You seen it live, so keep that in mind, and hopefully, especially next week, when we get into this, I wanna catch a bunch of. I want to do more of the scalping. So there might be a lot of quiet time for me. So you better be here next week.
I got you. I'm gonna be in Georgia for the week, but I'm gonna be here, cuz I got you. I got you. No question about it.
But yeah, we definitely gonna get into it.
Yeah, man. Well,
make these trades.
For sure. I think we gave a lot of good game. I always want to remind folks, even gets, we are not financial advisors. We're just two cats that love investing. We love talking about it and strategizing. But at the end of the day, you always got to do your own due diligence, trade at your own discretion, and do what's best for your portfolio. You feel me? Yeah, man, we've been killing the game today. I want to make sure everybody's following us on the socials. As you see, my man gets put it right there in the bottom left. Ib_gets_pod. That's us on the Twitter. Hit us up on the Twitter. Also, we on IG. We on IG, ib_gets_podcast. Come chop it up with us. Let us know your thoughts. And you gotta come kick it with us on the Discord. That's where you really get us and our element just on the fly, texting back and forth with whoever's in the group. So hit us up. The link is always going to be in the description on the YouTube. Hit us up on the socials. We'll send you an invite. Whatever it is, we got you. And make sure you follow us on Facebook as well. Stocks is Talking Podcast with Ibn Getz. We're at that same handle on YouTube as well. And this is where you're going to find these videos, all these Trade With Me on demands with Ibn Getz. The YouTube is where you'll find the full video. The socials is where I got to do better with putting the clips out. I keep saying it. I'm going to put some clips out today because we got the Anchor episode that came out, the audio joint. So definitely check us out on Anchor. Check us out on Apple Podcasts. Wherever you find your podcast, you'll find Ibn Getz. So reach out to us. Come check out what we're talking about. We had a great pod yesterday. So definitely go back and listen to that joint. And that's it. That's all, folks.
We out.
You.